Hi everybody, good morning, afternoon. My name is Rose McGowan. I'm here visiting the United States of America for the first time in almost 2 years. And the environment, the energy of it, as so many of you know, is really hardcore. It's not okay. And it seems to be especially strong in California, a state I stayed in and fought for years because the land, because the sacrifices that people have made to be here and to make it better. It gives me no great pleasure to call out Democrats. I was a Democrat. The very first activism I did was when my mother sent me out when we first came to America from Italy. I was sent out to pass out cigarettes that said, "Vote Dukakis." For the young people, that guy was never going to win. I still have that cigarette somewhere. I've been involved in politics behind the scenes, fascinated by it for many years, and how it really does affect and change lives in more ways than we know. And for me, when I was younger, I bought the whole right-wing machine coming after Hillary Clinton, sexism, which is true, that's not wrong, but it doesn't mean it wasn't used as a shield to get away with a lot of nasty things. And so finally I've come to the point where I'm not a Democrat, because everybody who's systematically traumatized, terrorized, harassed, stalked, and stolen from me during my time in California and in Hollywood has been a Democrat. What a bummer for me. What a bummer to realize that behind the scenes, it's not real. But what I do is tell the truth. It doesn't give me pleasure. Believe me. But one truth I do know is this man here, Larry Elder. I used to listen to Larry Elder after I would drive home from the set, or if I got off early, I would listen to him on AM radio 640. Probably the only actress in Hollywood doing so. Sometimes I would even pull over and use a fake name, usually Tracy, to call in and argue or commend. And from him I learned about the corruption in the teachers union in the California state. I learned how the state legislature used to be 6 months, but then we have to go 12 months because they'll do more work for the people of California. What a lie. What a lie. So I ask you today, do you want to keep living this collective lie? Do you want to star in their movie? Or do you want to be real? Do I agree with him on all points? No. So what? He is the better candidate, he is the better man. And I've heard him for hours and hours and hours, for years. I really got to know his mind. Thank you. It was nice spending time with you, sir. He's a brilliant man. He cares. He cares about what a lot of us just nitpick at. And you're not saying the right word, or you're not doing this right, or you're not inclusive, you're not tolerant. First of all, someone told me they tolerated me. Does that sound like a nice way to think of people or be treated? I don't think so. And I know how they smeared me in the media, because so many of the people you work for are part of it, and you know it. And I don't know why. I don't know why. What is the gain? Is it short-term power? Is it short-term gain? Why would you sell out your people, your citizens, yourself, your family, your loved ones? For what? For money? For the illusion of power? For the stranglehold you have on keeping people undereducated, underemployed, and terrorized by your government? Why? My enemies do not understand me. So you have a choice. Stay status quo. Or be brave. I vote for bravery. I vote for Larry Elder.
A few things about the way I've been covered during this campaign, the way I've been treated during this campaign, and how hypocritical members of the media have been in this campaign before I get to Mrs. Gavin Newsom. Rose wrote a book called Brave. There's another woman in this room who's very, very brave. Her name is former state senator Gloria Romero. She's a Democrat. She's still a Democrat. She didn't renounce her party. But she crossed party lines in order to support me primarily because of one issue. And the issue is school choice. Regarding school choice, speaking of hypocritical, President Barack Obama, when he was living in Indonesia, his stepfather was an oil company executive. He attended a private school that was set up for oil company executives. But his mom felt that school wasn't good enough. She sent him back to Hawaii to live with her parents, and he attended the finest prep school in Hawaii called Punahou. He then comes to Los Angeles after graduating from high school and goes to a fine private school called Occidental. He finishes up at Columbia, another private school. Then he goes to Harvard. His wife, Michelle Robinson, grew up in Chicago, and while she did attend a public high school, it wasn't her nearby public high school because she thought it wasn't good enough. So she got on the bus and traveled miles away to go to a better high school. The Obama children, Sasha and Malia, they attended a private school that was set up for the teachers who teach at University of Chicago, where Obama was a law instructor. And then when the Obamas moved to Washington, D.C., Michelle made a big display of checking out the public schools and publicly said she might consider putting the kids in public school right. Putting in Sidwell Friends, the same prep school that Chelsea went to, that cost $40,000 a year. The girls never set foot in a public school. Obama never set foot in a public school. And Michelle Robinson attended a better high school outside of her area rather than to go to the nearby inferior public school. You heard the allegation that Rose just made about Gavin Newsom's wife. She made the allegation, 3 days ago? Where's the Washington Post? Wrote the article about me. Where's the New York Times? Wrote the article about me. Where's CNN? Where's Politico? Where are you? If this had been made about me, my girlfriend standing over there, if someone had said my significant other contacted on behalf of Attorney Boyce, who's Harvey Weinstein's lawyer, and called Rose McGowan and said, what can we do to make you go away? What can we do to make this happy? That's all you guys will be talking about between now and the end of my campaign. This is a double standard to which I've been subjected to my entire time, and I'm sick of it. And you ought to be sick of it. Where's your integrity? Where's your fairness? Now, what Rose said about Gavin Newsom's wife is a bombshell. This is the man who the other day, because he was trying to do a counterpoint to these, women are smarter than men. Women are they're better politicians. They're better. Where is he? Where are you? His wife contacts Rose and says, what can we do to make you happy? What can we do to make this story go away? Right before the Harvey Weinstein story blew up. That's all you guys would be talking about if the allegations were made about me or my significant other.
Larry, you seem kind of surprised by all of this. Didn't you know that this was going to be the case when you got into this race? Didn't you know this?
Didn't I know that the media had a double standard and I would be subjected to hypocrisy on the part of you guys? Yes, I knew.
Well, actually, no. The question is, sir, is didn't you know that this was going to be sort of a dirty fight? I mean, you know that there was going to be a battle. This was not going to be an easy thing. You understood that.
I knew what I was getting into.
But that doesn't make it okay.
Come to the mic, please, if you're going to speak. Thank you.
But that does not make it okay. It does not make it okay that the New York Times has 98.5% of its readers identifying as Democrats. But people yell about Fox News, only Republicans watch it, right? And when your question, you're a part of it. I don't know your coverage, I don't know your work. I'm sure it's stellar, truly. But you're a part of it. Didn't you know it was going to be a dirty fight? Yeah. Does that make it okay? And does that make you all not complicit in it? Does it make the New York Times, who got a Pulitzer off of me calling them, unlike what Jodi Kantor, the journalist who won a Pulitzer off of my bravery? And they lied in their book, and they said they called me another New York Times lie. And they have blanket silenced me since I supported Tara Reid against Joe Biden. But they care. But they care. And every feminist organization in this country is in on it. Every big one now. Ultraviolet, like all of them, certainly Time's Up. I knew my fight was going to be ugly. Does that make it okay? And does that not make every single person asking that question and yet not commenting or contextualizing things correctly? Okay, no, it does not, sir.
Well,
Our next question comes from David Weigel.
I'd like to say one other thing too. What I find kind of amazing about this race, Rose, virtually nobody has defended Gavin Newsom's record on almost anything.
They want to hear that the more we micro-label each other, the better we'll be. The reality is, today, I challenge this state, I challenge these voters, I challenge the media. Back up. Be human first. Vote for humanity. Might be a policy wonk, might not say the same things the way you would do, and might not articulate them in a way that we're used to. But it doesn't make him bad, and it doesn't make him wrong, and it does mean that he's dedicated his life to thinking differently and wanting more. Is that so bad? I think not. So let's bring on some hope. Let's truly, if you really want to get past racial barriers, be fair in coverage. Be honest. I believe in California. I believe you can be better. And I do believe, even though when Larry and I first met today, I said I don't agree with you on certain stances. So what? Do I think fiscally and every other way, which is desperately what California needs to be saved, he will be the man for that? Absolutely. So why not try something different, something unique? It might push your buttons a little bit. Ooh, but guess what? When you put on that t-shirt with that itchy tag, you get to go home and take it off and be comfortable again. And sometimes we have to address the wound so we can run free. Thank you.